In this video, we will revise important skills which are related to database. We want to import a spreadsheet file which is in CSV format in the database. Then we will create forms, queries, and report about this data table. So I will open my database package, which is Access, Microsoft Access. First of all, I will create my blank database. I will specify a location where I will save my database and I will name it. So I will click to browse. For example, I want to put it on the desktop and it should be .accdb. So I will name it, for example, cars database. Okay. Then I will click create. Here we have an empty table in the database. I will close it. Now let's import our CSV file from external data. A new data source, file from, text file, because it is CSV file. Okay. Then we will specify the location of this file. It is cars. Be sure this option is selected. Import the source data into a new table in the current database. Then click here, click next. Here you should choose the field names. You should indicate that first rows contain the field names. So we have the heading of each row of each column in the table. Here we can change the names of the headings to be shorter if you want. I will change the first one to make. Here the price that we bought the car for, I will change it to purchase price. And here I want to change the price that we will sell the car is the selling price. And the last one, does the car need cleaning? I will just name it cleaning and question mark. Okay, so I will click next. So I will remove the question mark. I will choose clean. Maybe we have a space here. Okay, because of the space. So here we can choose any field of these fields to be the primary key, but we want the access to add the primary key by itself. So I will click next and I will name it cars table. Close. So if we have here on the left pan tables, first table names cars table. I have this table and it contains 67 records. I can import a table in database. Also, I can create a form to enter data into this table through the database. How to create a form? We will click create, tab, forms, form wizard. I want to create a form to enter a data into this table. So I want to choose all of the fields by clicking this double arrow, then click finish. I need the style to be columnar and I want to name it cars form, and I will just click finish. So I have the forms of the cars. Here on the left I have cars form. Previously we have tables, now we have the forms. If you look here, we have the same 67 records and we can move between them from here. Next, next, next. Okay, I want to add one more record, so I will go to the last record. We have 67, and once I click next record, I will have 68 and it is empty. Let me add the data. For example, it is Ford. The model is KA, color is silver, price 7,000, selling price 8,000, year 2016, extras air conditioning, and it doesn't need any clean, so it is here we will write no. Then once I click next, it means that this record, which is the 68th, is added to the table. I will close the table first, then I will save, open the table again. We have a new record, which is 68 record. Okay, now if I want to do a search to find only the Ford cars, so I will go to create a search in database, which is a query. So click create, under queries group, click on query wizard, simple query wizard. We want to do a query about all of the fields inside the cars table, so I will choose them by this double arrows. Next, then next I want to name it Ford cars query, and I want to modify the query design to choose only the Ford. So under the make field I will choose criteria Ford, then just save. Once I save, I want to see the result. I want to see the table. How to see the table? We will go to the view up here and choose data sheet view. You will have only the result of the Ford cars. If you, here we are on the Ford cars query. If we click on cars table, under make you have different types of the cars, not only Ford, but in the Ford cars query we have only the Fords. Now if I want to produce a report about this query, every time if you do a query you can produce a report about it. Okay, I will go to create, then reports, report wizard. You should specify the query that you will do the report about it. We have only one query here, which is the query that we want to do the report about it, and I want the report to include the ID and the make and the model and the selling price and the year only. Okay, I will click next, next, next. I want it tabular, I want it portrait, not landscape, and I want to adjust the field within one page, so we'll click next, and I will name it Ford cars report. Then I will click finish. See, this is the output, which is the report. So by the database I can import the table, I can create a form, I can create a query, and also I can create a report.